Good morning, students. This is Renuka Nanuji, your history and democratic politics teacher. Already, we have covered one lesson from history, that is French Revolution. Today, welcome in this class. Today, I am going to start the DP lesson, that is what is democracy and why democracy. So, about democracy, already you have studied in your 7th standard, 8th standard. You know that India is a democratic country. Okay, but here little bit descriptive concepts you will be studying in the 9th standard. So, even though the definition which is written here will look very simple, see here, meaning and definition of democracy. Democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. So this is very simple definition. Democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people. So our representatives are elected by us. The citizens of India are participating in election. They, you know that all the adults, that is 18 years age people, will get universal adult franchise, that is franchise is right to vote. So we are eligible to vote in the election once we are 18 years old. So about this everyone knows. So our representatives are elected by us, but the same system is followed in every nation. How is the system in each and every democratic country? We are going to study little bit about other nations because it's like a comparative analysis. There is no need to study the entire political system of other nations, but let us begin with Myanmar first. Okay, it is already given in your textbook. These examples which I have mentioned here, these are from the textbook only. See here, Myanmar, formerly Burma, it was known as Burma. It's a Southeast Asian nation. Here, army controls the defense, border and home affairs. It means army rulers of Myanmar are not elected by the people. See here, Myanmar is a democratic country. But what's happening there? The rulers of Myanmar are not elected by the people, especially the army rulers. Then how army controls defense, border and home affairs? So through this you can just little bit judge that whether everyone is following all the principles of democracy. So this is the first example. Now we will proceed to the next, that is Saudi Arabia. Okay, here all of you know about it. Government is led by a monarch King Salman. In Saudi Arabia, there are no political parties. There is no election, no right to vote to people. So, how can we say that each and every nation in the world is democratic? It means we should be proud of our country where we are getting the opportunity to elect our own representatives. Now, next, Nepal. Earlier in Nepal, there was king's rule, but now it's a federal democratic republic. So, like this, if we keep on having a list of the nations, there will be a lot of discrepancy regarding the election system, regarding the rights which are given to the citizen and all. So, these are the examples. After discussing these examples, definitely we will have certain questions like, 1 minute, I'll show you the points which are here in this slide. What questions will come in your mind when you say that there is a democracy? Okay, sir, after discussing these examples, we'll have some questions in our mind like, who are the rulers? What kind of election constitutes a democratic election? What kind of government is a democratic government? To get answer to all these questions, we need to study the features of democracy. It means once we study the exact features of democracy, till then we can't define the term democracy, and we can't say also that which nation is a democratic nation.